Hello, hello, hello. My beautiful bride about got caught. That music didn't fade out quite as quick as it normally does.
I was playing on my phone.
She was playing on her phone.
And he didn't tell me either, so he was just going to let it happen.
I was going to let it happen. You know?
It's not very nice.
You know what? If it happens, right?
He's not being very nice to me.
Oh, you know I'm nice to you. Hey, so look, I don't know if y'all saw this or not, but like, don't order a Halloween Michael Myers mask on Temu. Where's the orange coming from? Halloween's a week out. Temu Michael Myers mask.
Put it on for him?
Huh?
You gonna put it on for him?
I can't see enough, Michelle. I'd have to turn around and take it.
Do you need to see for them to see you?
I don't know.
See, look scary.
This is not for fat. This is not for fat people. I can tell you that.
Lopsided.
Well, I can't really.
Yeah, that's a little straighter.
A little straighter.
Yeah. I'm not scared.
Yeah, it's not very scary looking, is it?
No. The hair is pretty scary.
Yeah, it's pretty scary. What about this one? Let's try another one now. This is another Temu mask. She'll hold that one for me.
What'd y'all get yourselves into?
Huh?
I'm asking them what they got themselves into by tuning in with us.
Yeah, I mean, they're like, oh, this is supposed to be a cruise show, and they're trying. Oh, gosh. Oh.
He's got a big head.
Is that one? That one looks a little better, right? He's got more hair than I got.
That looks a little better.
A little better, Michelle?
Yeah.
Cut the eyes open just a tad more.
Yeah, because you can't see yours at all.
I don't know. It may just all. Who knows? Oh.
We have a whole basement of this stuff.
Yep. Got one more week. So speaking of that, next Thursday is Halloween, right? The 31st? And they're dropping like flies already, Michelle. Next Thursday is Halloween. So we're thinking about it, having a Halloween show. And we would, we'll dress up. And then if we'll put the link to come on the show. So if you want to dress up and come on the show, you could do that. We'll have the link up at the top and you could click on it and come on the show, say, hey. But we're thinking about doing that. I don't know for sure. Probably we will. That is Halloween, but some of you guys may be out there, handing
out candy
and stuff like that at 8:00 at night. So I don't know. We're still debating it, right?
I'll be dressed up because we're doing Where's Waldo at work, so we're all gonna be dressed up as Waldo.
You'll all be dressed up as Waldo. Mm-hmm. So Habib says the second mask is better.
Yeah, definitely.
That mask is pathetic.
Agreed.
I agree. It's not a very good mask. So Michelle, how's your week been so far?
Busy, very busy. And yours?
It's that time of the year. That's something, I think a lot of you the hardcore group that's in here, the 10, 12, 13 of you, however how many's in here. I know we got a bunch of our friends are on a cruise together right now. So I know they're out having fun on the seas together. But this October, November, if y'all remember last week talking about it, October, November, again, not asking for sympathy, but last week we told everybody that, hey, at the end of January, I'm losing my job. Been there 33 years, long, blah, blah, blah. Appreciate those saying, hey, wishing me well, behind the scenes messaging me. Appreciate all that. Not asking for sympathy, maybe just asking for prayers down the road. But, we got this. More importantly, he's got it. But so October, November are really busy at my work. And I already have to drive about an hour, sometimes an hour and a half, depends on what traffic's like, to get there. And then another hour and a half back, and then working 10, 12 hours a day. So it ends up being a 13, 14, 15-hour day sometimes. Not all the time, but sometimes. So it's kind of tough, It's kind of tough right now. So the last couple of months we haven't went live a whole lot. And there's been some questions asked. Now I think I told two different people, or actually two different families, or two different YouTube channels, that we were thinking about calling it quits. I mean, not the channel, but the live shows. That's one reason we kind of backed off a little bit. Was just because of our work schedule was so busy, and there's a lot of new channels that are out now, popped up on different nights, and it's kind of like we've done this for 2 years, 2.5 years. But we always said it doesn't matter if there's 5 in here, 15 in here, 25, 55 in here. We enjoy talking to other people. So, long story short, we have not made a final decision if we're going to keep going on or not. As of right now, we're going to keep going on, but it'll probably be hit or miss. Maybe, we'll try to do it every week, but if it works bad,
It probably will not be.
It probably won't be every week. It'll be like the last 2 months, especially through November. Now, December and January won't be quite as bad. Hey, Captain Billy J, and let's see what else we got right here. So we enjoyed our first vlog from Bermuda. Looking forward to seeing the next one. Okay. Yeah, that one didn't do as good as I was hoping it was. Believe it or not, I hate to say this, rookie mistake. I lost a lot of video footage. Somehow in transferring the data from my phone to my external hard drive, I lost a ton of video. So that was not a typical Luvy's Fat Life video. It was what it was, and I couldn't recover it. That stunk too. So I don't know how this vlog series is going to go and how much I really lost. I may have lost a lot off my phone. There's something was going on. So it's probably going to be hit or miss October, November. And then at work, it gets about half as busy in December. And then at the end of January, of course, we've been told that's the end of our job there. But in December and January, we'll be getting everything together to get it out of the building. And so it'll be cleanup. So hopefully we'll be more consistent. And then after that, I won't have a job for a while, Michelle. So I'll be ready to talk to y'all every Thursday night. And for the channel wise, I've got some things going in my head. I want to get the house ready in case we have to sell it. I want to, get some things done around the house, but there may be some opportunities where, I don't know, maybe Luvy's Fat Life. I've been talking about wanting to do more stuff in North Carolina and Virginia and Tennessee and South Carolina. So maybe we go on that barbecue crawl finally we've been wanting to do from the eastern part of North Carolina to the western part. Maybe Michelle let me go on a cruise by myself, do a solo cruise. I don't know. Maybe some different things may happen. I don't know. Michelle, look at Michelle's like, okay, sure, go ahead. So after 33 weeks, so why not just retire? First of all, I don't have that kind of money. Yeah, and I'm not a union, so there's not a good pension plan there. And I got a 14-year-old that's wanting to go to college, so we have some money saved up, but not enough to pay for. Depends on where he goes to college. And yeah, so we're probably working to 65.
There's no
62,
insurance.
65.
I mean, insurance is
sky high right now. Yeah, and even believe it or not, with Michelle being a nurse, my company's insurance really is better than Michelle's as a nurse at the hospital. That's kind of crazy too. So, yeah, the pension's not that great. Luckily I got 401k, but that 401k I'm only 53. I'm only 53 years old, so I can't really touch it for a while, or I'm going to take a huge penalty on it. So I got to work another 10, 12 years probably. We're just, financially irresponsible going on so many cruises we go on. That's the reason why we can't retire. If we were able to put that money back, maybe it would be a little better. I don't know, but
then we could retire, but then not cruise. So I don't think that really.
Or win the lottery. That would work.
Love that.
We always say that we never play it.
We
don't play the lottery.
I drive
Gotta
by
love
and
America.
Think about
Yes. Hey, Paul, how are you doing? Good to see you in here, Paul. Good to see you there.
Joe and Tracy, you're exactly right, and I very, very much anticipate that happening.
Yeah, that's right. That's right. So yeah, I'm going to get my resume ready. I kind of mentioned that last week too. And hey, again, I want to thank those that reached out to me. We've had a lot of people, 4 or 5, reach out behind the scenes and say, hey, send me your resume. I'll float it around, whenever you're ready. February, we got a cruise planned on the ABCs. It's already pretty much paid for. So I'm going to take a month or two off. So February, March.
We have May in Alaska.
Yeah, we're going to be.
We're going to go.
Hey, cruising with Elena. Yeah, we got May in Alaska. So we're, I after 33 years, I can't stay on here, but I am going to have some pretty good severance as far as months away that I get paid just like normal. So there'll be a little playing time. I've never took more than 10 days off since I was 15, 16 years old from work. About 10 days is the max. I've never even took 2 full weeks off. The most I've done here recently, we were gone for 9 days, and that's one of the longest I've been without being at work.
He's gonna get on my nerves.
So yeah, I'm gonna get up and go to the gym. I may get a part-time job at a movie theater or something just to have fun and get free movies or something.
Get on my nerves.
I'm gonna worry Michelle like, we need to do this, we need to do that, we need to do this, we need to do that. Got the cooking channel, so I'm probably gonna do a little more cooking. So I got some YouTube things I want to do.
I'm gonna be begging to go to work on Friday myself.
But the main thing is get the house ready in case we have to sell and move quick, and take a month or two to maybe Margaritaville's hiring. What you think they'd hire me as a fat cruise director on there? But yeah, I'll probably worry Michelle to death. She's likely, she's a nurse, she can get a job anywhere. She's never been without for long. I mean,
my next one's gonna be less stressful.
So Cruising with Lena says, nice, you cooking what? So we actually have, I don't know if y'all have seen it or not, but Luvy's used to be called, this channel actually was called Luvy's Barbecue at one time. And that's the whole Luvy's name. And then we changed it to Luvy's Fat Life. And then I started a separate cooking channel called Carolina Blue Smoke Barbecue and Outdoor Cooking. And I've kind of gotten away from it. So I want to put a video out in it in probably 5 months. So that's another thing I can start doing more of.
No, Paul, he's not going to do catering because that involves me.
I did do catering for a while and made some good money on it, but it's a lot of work. We were kind of picking at one time about buying a food truck, moving down to Florida.
That's a lot of work.
And go down there Billy J's at, since they don't know what good barbecue is down in Florida. There's a couple of good places down there, I know. But get a food truck and maybe do some barbecue down there on the side. I don't know.
Some slaw and some macaroni and cheese.
Who knows? But I will keep my eyes open for Florida. We've talked about wanting to move to Florida for a while. So if there's the right job pop up in the right place, I'm going to throw that out there and see if that happens. So Cruising with Lena says, I own a bakery and I bake. Okay.
That's awesome.
That is great. Awesome, awesome, awesome. So Cruising with Lena says, send the link. I'll try to do that. I'll try to put that in here and see if I can.
Bill J.
Disney vids are awesome. Cruising with Lena, Cooking Tough Life. I know what good barbecue is, and it's not North Carolina. Well, unsub, Billy J. Oh, you got to be subbed to start with. Sorry about that, Billy J. All right, so back to the rumors. Listen, that thumbnail I did was intentional, right? Because you see people all the time, we quit, we're quitting, blah, 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 blah. I quit video. So, number one, we're not quitting. We're not quitting YouTube. We're not really quitting lives. We're just taking it slow for a while like we have been for the last 2 months. But people were asking me behind the scenes. I told 2 channels I told you earlier on. I told Josh and Michelle with Adventures Ahead that we were thinking about quitting lives. And I told Betsy and Mike that we were thinking about quitting lives. I think that's the only 2 channels I've mentioned as far as channels. But I had people hit me up behind the scenes saying, hey, if you quit, will you let us know? Because we might want to go live at 8 o'clock on Thursday nights. Yeah. So
having the heart.
So I was like, man, you can go live anyway. I don't care. You go live on Thursday nights at 8 o'clock.
I don't care if you leave, but I will just buy.
Yeah, we might go Saturday nights anyway. Go during the 8 or 9, 7, 8, 9 time period. I don't know. Whatever Billy J used to do, we may go there. So Josh is saying, Josh from Real Dead, it's a clickbait thumbnail. Well, it's no more clickbait than every thumbnail Josh has, like bed bugs. Really? Bed bugs? But this show is about quitting. This show is about quitting. So a thumbnail is not considered clickbait unless you don't deliver on what you're talking about. So we have in the thumbnail, it says, we are quitting. And it's true. We are quitting. We are quitting taking certain things on a cruise that we have been taking for a very Chris Elena says Josh's bed bug was bad. Agreed. It was. They had 8 seconds in there where he goes, "Is this bed bugs? Is why I got bumps on my leg?" And it was like, no, and that was it. And then the thumbnail was bed bugs. It was funny. So let's see what we got here.
Yeah, what's Kathy
So
say?
Kathy says, question: Were the clamshells that happened in case 2 uncomfortable together? Saw your video about their change and appreciate your thoughts since we're heading that way soon. Wish you both the best. So Kathy, they're not too close together, and you can separate them too. Now each clamshell touches the next clamshell, so there may
Are close.
they may be that far between each other, but it's not so much that the person beside you bothers you.
No.
I mean, with your chair backed up enough, can you hear some of the
material in between?
Can you hear some of the conversations going on?
Oh,
Yes.
yeah.
Oh yeah. But it's not bad. It's not bad at all, to be honest with you.
What's bad is that they've moved them all the way down. That's bad. Instead of being up close where they're easy to get to.
That's what she thinks about that thumbnail, Josh. That one and the one where Josh. So Paul says Josh hating on the master clickbait. I've always thought Josh was a masturbator. I mean, a master thumbnail, a master thumbnail baiter. Master.
Awful.
Okay. So, Mike, you could always get a job with the Carolina Panthers. They would be just as bad as they are now, probably. Yeah. Although I did coach middle school football for a few years. So, man, is this Donald Trump texting me again?
It's not me making all that racket.
Listen, I want to tell y'all what. Listen, this is not a political show, and I don't want to get into political arguments on there. But
here we go.
So look, make America. Listen, I'm an independent voter, and every day I get a vote from somebody with the Donald Trump. And I will say this: at least Donald Trump's trying to win. I've gotten one from Harris's team, and I've probably gotten 30 from the Trump, the Trumpsters. I guess because they know I'm not voting for either one of them. If I vote for anybody, it'll be a write-in. And they probably won't like who I write in.
Betsy's asking if we quit the show.
Did we quit the show? I feel like we've quit the show. Did you quit the show? The calls for Josh laughing sound effect. Do you want us to quit that one? I think we got that somewhere. Yeah. There it goes. So what you love makes you happy. What did you love doing at age 10? Try that. At age 10, I tried playing sports, and I can't play sports. I mean, I love sports all the time. Baseball, basketball, football.
A sport.
Horror movies. Yeah, I liked all of them.
One of those things are on our television at all times.
Yeah.
Whether he's paying attention to
it or not.
And
Anthony knows nothing about football. He comes in and I'm watching basketball, and he's like, who's winning the baseball game? Or he'll say, I'm watching basketball. Who's winning football? I was like, who is the Panthers winning? And I was like, no, Anthony, it's the Carolina Tar Heels. And they're losing too. So people were asking, are you leaving? Are you going to quit? I guess they wanted to go live on Thursday nights at 8:00. I'm fine with that. So if you're watching a replay on this, you can go Thursday nights at 8:00. I don't care. We don't care. Nope. And it doesn't matter if half of people in here go to you, which is only 10 people, but that's fine. It's fine. We don't care. So yeah, we're not officially quitting, but we don't own the 8:00 Thursday night time slot.
No, we love y'all. We love it if you join us. We love you if you don't. It's whatever makes y'all happy.
So yeah, Josh says, Mike, you can work for the Panthers. Yeah. Hey, give me enough money. I'll definitely do that.
Heck yeah, we'll move our butt right down to Charlotte.
So yeah, Chris and Elena, I may start a 4th channel. It may be a horror channel, or it could be a sports channel. Maybe the Tar Heels. We're going to talk about the Tar Heels. I don't know. So let's go. Let's talk about what the thumbnail clickbait was, where it says we are quitting. We told you about the rumors, so that checks that box off that it's not a clickbait. We told you what the rumors are, and now we're going to talk about we are quitting. We are quitting for sure. We are quitting taking so much on a cruise ship.
So, we have been busted and had to pay.
They know
my
about your
feet.
OnlyFans page.
Yep. The only thing I put on
Michelle's got an OnlyFans page for her feet.
I
And,
do not, but I have talked about it and
and
joked about it.
and Michelle and Anthony laugh and joke about it all the time.
And I say that I'm going to decorate
Creepy
for
guys
my
come up and say they
holidays.
like her feet and stuff. I mean, it's, you know.
But anyway, back to things that we're going to stop bringing. We have been known to pack too much. I have had to pay $100 extra for packing and my bag weighing too much. So it is our goal to stop taking as much with us.
Yeah, and there's some things we've done videos before, and maybe we'll do a I quit video where we're talking about, or we go back and snip this one and put a regular shorter video out of things that we take or have taken in the past that after finally hitting platinum, finally after many years and many cruises, that we can say, you know what, we don't need to take that no more. We used to take it, and we used to tell everybody to take it.
Right. And now we're slimming down.
And now we're slimming down. We're trying to slim down physically and slim down luggage. Yeah, that's a Southern term. We're making words up here.
It's usually
and my goal too says, my goal too, I pack too much.
It's awful. It's so awful.
So we have a something we want to share right here, and then this is a how many I quit videos are you going to do, Josh? Probably as many bed bugs and space astronaut thumbnails and videos you do, or the gimmick of being out in a car in the middle of Michigan and nowhere. I don't know. Who knows? So listen, U.S. News, a world report, has a cruise packing list. And we're going to go over this list. And some of these items we don't take anymore. And then Michelle's got a separate list that we're going to talk about. That see, no PowerPoint slide this time. I'm just sharing the screen. I remember, I remember you guys talking about stuff you left in a suitcase in during cruise that never gets taken again, and we still do that.
There's still stuff in there.
That is actually a cruise tip, that we're leaving certain clothes in our cruise, in our luggage, that we just don't ever take it out. We get it back from the cruise line washed, hopefully washed, and or we never wore it at all on the cruise, and it's still, it hadn't been dirtied up, because we keep all of our clean stuff in one and dirty in another. Or Michelle washes it and just puts it right back in the suitcase.
So, and I have already replenished our toiletry stuff. So it's ready to go. Got our toothbrushes and toothpaste and that kind of stuff that we used up. I've already put that back in there, so it's ready to go in February.
Yeah, I missed the car camping videos with the sketch bike rider. Yeah.
That's funny.
Oh, God. Yeah, Josh and Michelle trying to say they're camping out in a car in the middle of Michigan out in the woods. All right, so let's talk about this. Michelle, you got your list, right?
Got it right here.
Carry-on bag. I still take that.
Yes.
Check bag. We still do that.
Yep.
Garment bag.
Heck no.
No, we don't take no garment bag.
Nope.
So this is one that we've quit recently. Packing cubes.
Yep.
We did the whole packing cube thing for a couple of years.
Yep.
It was like,
nope.
Not really. I mean, what's the purpose?
Not
I mean,
anymore.
It doesn't really make things less. And I mean, you do the math on it. If you roll it up in a bag or you roll it up without the bag, you don't have that bag now. So there's technically less in that bag by not using the vacuum, the
packing bag,
packing cube. So we quit doing that.
Yep.
So about what, 2 or 3 cruises ago?
Or maybe more, yeah.
We kind of quit just doing that whole packing cube thing.
I left one that I had, my pharmacy bag, and that's on my list. I've even stopped taking that.
That is another one right there, Billy J, that we didn't add to our list that we have quit. We haven't took any gimmicks in a while. We didn't even take our QR code to put on the door this past time.
Yep.
Sometimes we're going now to be less seen than more seen.
Yep.
I'm wearing a hat less. I'm wearing less Luvy's Fat Life shirts. So yeah, we're trying to do a little less.
All right, Joe and Tracy. You listed a whole bunch of stuff on my list.
Yep. Door decorations, we trimmed that down now.
Used to, I would have a whole big thing on the door. Now I usually have one. Shoes is a big
Michelle
one.
would have 10 pairs of flip flops and sandals.
Yep. Now I take 2 pair.
And I bring 1 pair of tennis shoes, 1 pair of water shoes, and some Hey Dudes.
Yep.
And that's it as
Yep.
far as shoes.
And snorkeling gear, unless I am sure.
Unless I tell her we're going to go snorkeling here, she don't bring it.
Because it does. It
Because I wanted to take them to Bermuda, but it rained all 3 days and we couldn't snorkel anyway, really.
Yes.
So it's a good thing we didn't take that.
Yeah. All of those are on my list.
How much space does upside down pineapple take now?
None.
It's the same amount. This way or this way. It doesn't matter. Yep. Brady kids killed our door decoration packing. Yep. The Brady kids are bad.
Yep.
So carry on caddy. No.
I don't know what that is.
Digital luggage scales when we can remember them and we're flying. Yes, we always take that.
And I currently know exactly where they are.
Yep, we got 2 of them now because last time we couldn't find the other one. So I ran to Walmart at 4:30 in the morning and bought one, and luckily we did.
So we've got several floating around the house.
Yep. So luggage tracker, yes. Last time the app wouldn't work, so it didn't matter. We were trying to find our luggage and we still couldn't find it because the app wasn't working.
But they were in there.
But they were in there, yeah. Mm-hmm. Cruise insurance, yes. Buy insurance whenever you can.
Yes.
So I'm gonna try to go this left side. I'm gonna go the right side. For travel and embarkation day, passport, yes, we're gonna take that. Credit cards and local currency, yes. On credit cards, no on local currency.
Something about currency is on my list. I used to bring a ton of ones. But I have stopped taking so many ones because at the end of the cruise, I would have this whole big stack of ones. So usually now I just bring more 5s because I'm going to give the porter or whoever that I need to a 5 because anybody that is lugging our luggage around deserves a $5 bill.
They do, because this last one up in Bermuda, there was not a weight limit on it. Michelle probably had 75 pounds in each one.
I'm trying hard to limit.
If we were flying, they would have hit us with another. We'd have to use a third
Listen,
suitcase.
You are going against what we're talking about here.
Oh, okay.
We're talking about less.
Okay. A sheet mask. No.
What?
I don't know. Eye drops, medication, RFID wallet. No. Eye drops. Yes. I always get sand in my eyes or something.
If I don't bring it, he's going to need it.
So Betsy says we do a $5 bag. What does that mean?
Yeah. What's that?
What does that mean? We do $5 a bag.
Oh, yes.
Oh, $5 a bag.
Yes,
okay.
Yes,
Gotcha.
yes.
Yep.
Gotcha. So Habib wants more information on the luggage trackers. They're just the Apple Air Tags. What are they called?
Apple Air Tag.
Okay.
And they were on sale. So then they come with a little hook on them and you just hook them inside your luggage, each one of them, and they're there all the time.
Yeah.
They have this little film thing you pull out to make it the battery active, but then it goes on your app. Like, so your iPhone app tracker, phone tracker, will track them as well, which is pretty cool. We tested it out in our house. It was like, oh, they're in our living room.
Joe and Tracy, yes. We did not get our luggage until late too.
Yeah, that was the latest we ever got our luggage on the in Bermuda or on the Pride, which that's a late ship to leave.
Late.
But yeah, it was after 5 o'clock before we got them, wasn't it?
Yeah, it was late.
And we only had two things of luggage.
Yep.
So Michelle has been making feet full of 5s with her only finds for 5 feet. Okay, let me have a few more drinks on that one. I haven't seen a $5. That was called a dime bag, not a $5 bag. Oh,
okay.
All right, let's go. We're going down the wrong thing here. I'll say for the cabin, magnetic hooks, definitely.
They always gotta go.
Hangers, no way. We've never brought hangers. Who needs hangers?
They got them in the closet.
They got them in there, plenty of them. I've never not had enough hangers, unless you're bringing 3 suitcases worth of stuff. Wrinkle release spray.
I've got it, but we don't ever use it.
Right, we've never used it, have we? Laundry detergent.
No way.
Over the door organizers. God.
Yes, I have one.
I
love it.
I hate that thing. because she puts it on the back of the bathroom door.
And it smacks him in the head.
And
every
as
time.
big as I am, I have to turn sideways to go in the bathroom anyway. And I hit that damn thing. It hits my head. It hits every time I go in that thing. I'm like, damn it, Michelle.
Yep.
I hate it. I can't stand that thing. Maybe we need to put it on the inside of one of the closets for the.
Well, then it won't be in the shower or in the bathroom where I need
Well, that's
it.
true. It does have bathroom stuff in it. So over here, poopery.
No.
We did bring it up first.
We used to. We absolutely used to.
And now we don't do it
Now
anymore. Michelle just
air
loves
freshener.
the aromatics of me and Anthony. It does. She's just like, oh, yeah. Makes me feel like I'm home, Mike.
That's true.
Corkscrew.
Wait a minute. You just jumped down, dude.
Oh, I'm looking over here and it's over there. So
Shampoo
and conditioner.
I do bring it, but I bring much less than I used to. I used to make sure that I had multiples in.
Cruiser Elena says she brings hangers.
No way.
Well, she's got a little one, and it's her and her husband, I think. But I don't need hangers. Yeah,
nope.
I haven't seen it.
If it doesn't fit on one of the hangers, it just gets folded up and shoved on.
Put on a shelf.
Yep.
So wine or champagne?
Nope.
No, we're not wine drinkers.
But I do bring my Coke Zero.
And I do bring a bottle opener. That's the gimmick. Do I even still have that one in here?
I don't know. We should. There's a surfboard one over there.
Well, it's not that way, but it's like this. It's like a Luvy's. No, I know where it's at. It's in my digital, but I have a magnetic bottle opener that has Luvy's Fat Life on one side of it. I do put that in my electrical bag in case I needed it. Really, Corona is the only thing on the ships, I think, that you would need to do that on. And it's been a while since I've ordered a bucket of Corona or anything like that.
Sure, don't do a corkscrew.
Portable humidifier.
No. I do know that some people bring a fan, but I sure don't.
International travel adapter or converter.
Absolutely.
Yep, we do. We bring a US and a European. Sound machine? No. Tech organizer? Yes. First aid kit?
Yes.
Yes. Hand sanitizer?
There is some in my bag.
Diapers?
Nope.
No. Door decor? Yes.
But I have scaled down.
Duct tape?
I have no idea why.
I think Ronnie does.
Really?
Ronnie and Teresa. Yeah, I think they're on a cruise right now, maybe. Yeah, Traveling Gilbert's. I think he brings duct tape for his little tech gear stuff, or I don't know what he uses it for, but
wow.
I think he does, if I'm not mistaken. So for the ship and onshore excursions, lanyards, yes. C-bands, no. We did at one time with Anthony. Dramamine, definitely.
Yes. So with the clothing, I am trying so hard. I only brought one bathing suit this time, and I didn't even use it. I used to bring like a dress or something nice to wear every night. I didn't even bring a dress this time. I just made do with what I have. So I am trying very hard to.
That's a good idea right there. They bring shows. Roy and Amanda bring painter's tape to put over the motion lights at night.
Oh.
I like the lights on though. I normally I like pitch dark, but I leave the TV running with the volume all the way down on the TV guide channel because it has real big on Carnival ships. The time is really large. So
his blind self
and my blind self, when I wake up in the middle of the night, all I gotta do is look up there and I can see what time it is. So yeah. So shows this, especially on Princess. Okay. There was promises of people duct taping me to a chair on the BBD Rome cruise. It's all caught. No.
Oh, I'm sorry they didn't do that.
Well, yeah. Man, Billy J living out his fantasies here. Mix and match clothing. I guess, yeah. I don't know what that means really. Sports jacket or blazer?
No.
Themed party attire? Sometimes.
If it's warranted.
Travel wrap?
I don't know what it is.
That's like shrink wrap that you put around your luggage, your bags and stuff.
Heck no.
Packable jacket?
No.
No.
We will when we go to Alaska, though.
And we do bring ponchos.
We do bring ponchos.
And even if we don't use them, they're in there all the time.
Yep.
Because I have used them before. I had to use them before. Packable hat. Oh, yeah. I stole from Ronnie on the whole hat organizer thing. So I put 8 or 9 ball caps.
Yeah, that's not something that we've decreased on.
Yep. And I probably need to decrease on that one. By far. Comfortable walking shoes, yes. Water
Flip-flops.
shoes, yes. Flip flops, a lot of them. Even though you're coming back now.
I am.
Versatile heels or flats?
Heck no.
No.
Flip flops.
Reusable water bottle? No.
Nope.
We have taken them before, but that's
to.
one of the things we don't take no more.
We used to when we had alcohol delivered to the room. That was an awesome thing, but they won't let us, or they charge us a fortune.
This went way up. I mean, on less than 5 days, you can't even buy it now, or maybe it's 4 and less with Carnival. But hey, this I think is like $10.95 or $12.95. And if I'm going to, for $10-12, I love these things anyway. I'm a tumbler guy. Let's make sure we know that first. So I'd rather just buy this for $10 or $12, not have to take it through the airport luggage and all that kind of stuff, and just buy one on the ship, use it that week, bring it home, and pay $10 or $12 for it, than to, they had these like 50% off and a lot of times 50% off in the gift store. But I'm a tumbler guy. When we used to be able to buy full bottles of alcohol, we would buy alcohol for the room and not buy the drink package. And that's the real reason they did away with that, is because people would fill it up and walk around the ship, which you're not supposed to do. This guy right here did that too.
The mango juice that they used to have with some
Malibu rum, Kenny Chesney,
super delicious,
really good. So yeah, I'd much rather have a bottle in my room, fill my own drink up, walk around the ship. Of course, you're not supposed to do that. Than
it cuts into
to buy the drink package and do all that.
It cuts into their profit. So anyway,
so let's go through this real quick again. Bathing suits.
I've cut down. I have definitely cut down.
Hey, Miss Dina. Dina's losing a lot of weight.
Oh, I'm so proud.
She's doing good on the weight loss shot. I've seen that, Dina. I don't know if I'm supposed to say that or not, but
I hope you're not.
You and your family are losing a lot of weight. And
I'm very proud of you.
Y'all both look really good.
I know that is a hard walk, and I'm very proud.
Believe it or not, I lost 3.6 pounds this week. I'm excellent. Up to 23 pounds lost so far. So got a long ways to go, but hey, 23 pounds, 23 pounds.
That's right.
So dry bag.
No.
Swim cover up. You bring one, right?
I bring one.
Bathing suits. You used to bring multiple. Now you just bring one.
Yep.
Waterproof phone case.
I do bring that.
We do have them, but we never used them.
Nope.
We've had them on 15 cruises now, and never have used it one time.
I don't know.
You're supposed to test them. You're supposed to put them in it. I mean, you're supposed to put something inside of it, submerge it in water, and make sure it doesn't leak. But I don't want to just take my phone and stick it in there and test it.
Woo!
I mean, even though it's an iPhone, it's supposed to be, water resistant up so many feet. I just don't like doing that.
All right. Beach toys. You bring beach toys?
Beach toys, no. When Anthony was younger, we would, rent them or bring a few little ones. Towel.
I do bring towels. I have some of those real thin, I can't even remember what they're called, the real thin absorbent towels. And they're not really even towels. But instead of, if we're going on like to Half Moon Key, instead of taking those big heavy towels, because I end up having to carry them back all wet. So those towels that I bring don't take up much room in the bag, and they're good.
Speaking of weight loss too, and again, I'm not trying to embarrass anybody, Betsy.
She has. And
she looks so smoking.
Good. Whoa, now.
I said smoking fart. Smoking fart.
Sorry, Betsy.
Sorry, Betsy.
Betsy does.
She'd rather have that than say hot, probably. Betsy and Mike are looking good. Every time they get ready to go on a cruise, they look really good. But Betsy's lost so much weight.
Yep.
And Michelle and Josh has lost a lot of weight.
Yep.
A lot of people are doing really good on that.
Yes. Very, very proud.
Yep.
It's a hard road to walk, and very proud of everybody.
Yep. Everybody's doing a good job.
Yes.
All right, reef safe
No,
sunscreen.
you missed one.
Oh, towel clips.
We have had multiple towel clips of different types and
Rubber band type, like the rubber band,
Big
stretchy
clip
time, the
type.
big old clips, the big flamingo ones and dolphin ones.
I
And
have had all kinds and used to carry them with us regardless, and I have yet to use them, so I'm not carrying them anymore.
yeah, we just gave up on them because we don't hardly ever go on a lounger unless it's on our own
Yep.
deck. I mean, you can't get to Lido hardly anyway,
Yep.
so it's just not worth it.
Betsy loves sparks.
Yep. And Marianne Dillon said that was microfiber, Michelle. And it's
Thank
definitely a
you.
journey, but I'm happy. 78 pounds gone. That's incredible. You
I
deserve a clap.
I am so proud of you. I'm so proud of you.
Yep. Awesome, Betsy. That's a really good job. All right. After Sun Lotion, a good book. No, digital books are out now.
Yes.
iPads.
On my phone.
I'm going to be recording and taking pictures with an iPad before long on a cruise. All right. So let's take away this list.
Well, we talked about most of them.
And let's talk about your list, Michelle. And then let's make sure you guys tell us some things that maybe you used to take and now you don't take anymore.
So Joe and Tracy, they hit a lot of them. My first thing was our snorkel stuff, unless we are sure we're going to need it.
And it takes up a lot of room.
It does take up a lot.
It does take up a lot of room. And I don't like to rent somebody else's stuff like that. I mean, you can buy it one time for $30. And
well, we have the full face mask, and I really like those.
Now, in February, we're going to the ABCs. We definitely will.
We got to take them.
We got to take
it. The extra toiletries that I used to have in excess of multiple things. Now I know how much I'll use, and actually Mike and Anthony just used the stuff from the cruise ship. It's me that's bougie and has to have my own. My extra flip-flops, which we mentioned, my extra bathing suits that we mentioned. We mentioned my extra dresses, towel clips we just talked about. The huge pharmacy bag that I used to take. Now I just take the bare necessities, the eye drops, because Mike's always going to get something in his eye, some Neosporin and Band-Aids. And
one thing that I do want to tell you about is, like, for some reason, I guess because I'm just weird or I'm getting older, occasionally, like 2 or 3 times a year, and I never know when it's going to hit me, I'll just break out in hives.
You will.
And I don't know what triggers it. I mean, I've been at work and it happened. I've been at home and it happened. I've been on a cruise ship and it happened.
Every cruise ship lately.
And yeah, and I don't have any Benadryl. For some reason, make sure you put Benadryl in there. But if you have Dramamine,
it's an antihistamine. It's not quite as good.
Not quite as good, but take a couple of them. You might get sleepy.
But it just helped him both times.
Yeah, I had it happen twice on the last 2 cruises we were on. I don't know why it hit me on a cruise, but I was sitting in the Alchemy area, and then all of a sudden I just felt welts come. They start on my head, the back of my head, and then it just
weird.
You look at my arms, you look at my neck and my face,
chest,
and it's like
whelping.
Nickel and dime and
Big
quarter.
Welts.
Yeah, they just out of the blue.
And
then you take some Benadryl or take some Dramamine, it goes right away. That with some water. So definitely remember to bring that.
Yep. So yes, we definitely do. We used to bring different kinds of lights for the rooms, little tea candles to put in the. We don't bring any of that crap anymore.
No, we used to. It's a good idea, but when you're trying to limit the number of stuff you take and you're flying and all that kind of stuff, we just kind of, we don't ever hardly use it.
Kind of like with poopery too. I used to bring air freshener. Don't bring any of that crap
Shell
anymore.
loves the smell of it now.
I used to bring, I still bring 1 pack of Lysol wipes, but I don't bring one little thing of them, and that's it.
We do bring the butt wipes.
He does have to have baby butt wipes.
Yeah. I got to have a clean butt.
And we had talked about, we used to have a big, huge door display every time. Mike put all his gimmicks on there. Yeah. So I actually ordered this cool anchor that says Luvy's Fat Life, and I think I'm just going to start bringing that from now on, and that's it.
We may have to do what Joe and Tracy we said last week did, where they bring the wooden one
cool.
and you get people to sign it.
That'd
be great if you were doing a group cruise. That would be an awesome idea to bring like a wooden anchor and have it painted, and then like get everybody that was on the group cruise, especially if you're the host, get them to sign it, and that'd be cool to put back here. Like maybe we just take that one with us. Oh yeah, we're going to announce a group cruise next Thursday. The other channel doesn't know that we're going to announce it, but it's going to be a surprise for them.
All right, and so my last one is not something that's tangible. So my last thing is expectations.
Michelle, you've you've left those a long time ago with me and Anthony. Expectations have went way. You've lost your expectations a long time ago with us. Yeah. So yeah, leave your expectations. This is something though that I think I've gotten better at. Is
I think you've gotten better at relaxing a little bit.
I have, and I used to have, I want everything to go perfect. Like I would have on my phone on my notes, like, okay, 6 a.m. I'm getting up to go do a video. 7 o'clock I'm going to be here. 8 o'clock I'm going to be here. Blah 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 blah. Because at work I live off my Teams calendar or my Outlook calendar all day long. I mean, if that thing's not filled in, I don't know what to do. And if I got an hour or two to open, I'm like, whoa, what do I do? Okay, let me walk the production floor. So I'm used to going by a calendar all day long. That's going to be something I'm going to have to get used to after January, is not being on a calendar all the time.
He's going to get on my nerves.
Yeah. So yeah, that's something I think I've done a better job of, just relaxing. I mean, I like to have a drink and just listen to the music, what people watch, people going by. So yeah, I think it's just, I used to put so much stress into the vacation, it was hard to relax.
Right.
And I know I had somebody a while back on our Luvy's Fat Life page come on and said, have you ever just tried to enjoy the I think it was Eric, but he said, hey, and there's nothing against Eric, because Eric comes in here so often, so it's nothing bad. But he's like, and I get what he's saying. He's like, hey, have you ever just tried to enjoy the cruise without looking through the lens? And I do enjoy the cruise. I know, I mean, it may look like on your end that you think all I do is video all day long. I really don't. And when I do video, I try to video with a purpose. I know ahead of time what I'm going to do for that vlog in advance. So I know what I want to hit. So I don't have to video 6-8 hours a day. I can do 20-30 minutes a day and make a video out of it, and not video 15 hours a day. So it's a lot less than you think it is. Now, when you see somebody eating, or you see somebody on a cruise ship and they're sitting there doing this right here, yeah, you're probably capturing that. But I'm gonna tell you what, before I even had a YouTube channel, I was big into film, photography, video. I was videoing all the time. Every family function, I had something set up on a tripod, recording the family. Did I not, Michelle?
Absolutely.
Before even YouTube was that way. That's just what I like to do. I like to go back and watch those videos and those memories, and I really enjoy that. So Tina's asking a question here. So I'm flying to Fort Lauderdale in January for my celebrity silhouette cruise. We're flying in February, man. We're just going to miss you, Tina. Can you explain the weight with luggage and flying? So that depends on your airline. We've had some airlines where it's 60 pounds, some that's 50 pounds, some it's 40 pounds. But definitely get you a luggage scale.
Know that
in advance. Ask Michelle. That cost us $100 because we were 6 pounds over.
I think so.
It cost us $100. Mm-hmm. They were like, go on over there and take out what you want, blah blah blah.
But the other one,
we didn't have time, and we didn't have time to do all that. Mm-hmm. So it was Delta, I believe.
Yeah, it was Delta.
And it cost us $100 extra. That was a rookie mistake, and that was about our 10th cruise. So 50 pounds per suitcase, and that's probably a good rule of thumb. I would definitely check the airlines. I think you're right. 50 is the max. There's some that's 40 though. Let's see. Your luggage cannot weigh over 40 pounds. Some airlines allow 50. Yep. Same thing I just said. Just don't flush those wipes. Someone has to clean them out of the tank. Bring disposable bags for them. Agree. Yep. I agree with that. We definitely do that. Usually what I do, I hate to say this, it's usually just the very tail end.
Oh my gosh, they don't need to know this.
So the residue's not usually bad. So I wrap it up in a toilet paper, and then I put it in a plastic bag, a zipper bag, and I save it to smell later on. No, I don't do
Oh.
that. That's disgusting. Check your airlines. I agree. I totally agree with that. Check your airline website. Very much so. And yeah, you're right. Foreign is different. Uh, so Chris says, I'm the opposite. I live on a calendar at work, so I don't overplan for a cruise. We look to see what's happening, but don't overplan. So that's how I am, I think, now. Chris, I used to
But
not
he
be that
didn't used
way.
to be.
I used to be like when we went to Disney.
He wanted every
When Anthony
minute.
turned 5, I had every minute of the day planned out. And that goes back to me running a distribution center. I can't just fly by. You can't just, well, let's come in here and let's do this today. I mean, you got shipments that have to be done by a certain time. You have to pull it out, get it prepped. You got to pack it. You got to vass it. You know, you got certain trucks coming in where you got to get it unloaded so you can get it located. So the inventory drops and SAP drops it down to you, and then you pull it, you vass it, blah, 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 blah. I'm just like that. 33 years of working in a distribution center, you have to stay on pace or on time, or you miss shipments. Or if you don't get it done in time, they hit you with a huge charge back, and that's not good either. So Southwest is $50 for luggage. Okay. So we are flying Delta Comfort Plus, and I have a carry-on too. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
So one thing that we're going to do in February, and it's the first time we've ever done this, and we're probably going to get some bad news from you guys. You're like, oh no, don't do that.
I am scared.
Is our airlines in February to Fort Lauderdale with Southwest, Delta, and one other one we were looking at was anywhere from $2,500 to $2,900 for 3 of us. And that was for regular seats. I mean, it wasn't like first class or anything.
I'm scared.
So I found tickets for Spirit. In Spirit's first class, now their regular class would have been a lot cheaper than this, but we were able to get 3 tickets for like $9.95, right at $1,000.
In their first class.
And they're called the big seat. It's their first class.
But it looks nice.
It does, and I've watched a lot of YouTube videos on it. The problem with the one advantage is we are going 2 days early, so if we did miss a flight, we can get the next one. It's not life or death. We don't ever try to go down the day of. So we are going to go Spirit, and I'm like, some people are like, God, I hate Spirit, and the manager beside me in the office, she was telling me the other day, like, my daughter's missed like 3 Spirit flights and they bumped her and it was all the way to the next day. But the one thing about it's called the big seat. I think it's really what they call it. It's called the big seat. Is it like covers, it covers you if you get bumped, like it automatically puts you on the next flight and there's no certain charge extra or anything like that. So it's kind of their way of first class, but it's not going to be first class. As long as the seat's wide and I'm fine, that's all I care about. So let's see. Hey, how you doing? Looks like controversial cruising's in here. Good to see you.
Hi.
And there's Ronnie. Good to see Ronnie.
Hi.
Ronnie and Alma. And let's see. Flying Spirit has been fine with me. Okay.
Good.
It's good to hear, Captain Billy J. Good to hear. Always leave on time. Yes. And don't take Carnival's transportation to Fort Lauderdale from Miami.
That is rule number 1.
It's really and Betsy argue on it, but it's underneath Carnival's.
Oh gosh, an excursion.
Excursion, yeah. It really is under excursion. Unless they change that. Bet you pay for everything as an extra.
How much was our bag?
No, it was total. Spirit first class. They don't charge you for every little bag. They don't charge you for you're allowed up to 2 bags each, and a carry-on bag. And it was like $9.95. And it was also nonstop. So we were flying, I think we fly down at 5:00 in the afternoon and get there, or 5:30 and get there at 7:30. And then the day we come back, it's like a late flight back. It's like, I think it's like leaving at 6:30 and getting here at 8:30. It's a 2-hour flight to Raleigh. So that is going to be a little different for us. Usually we try to leave, 12, 1 o'clock, but that time period is also more expensive for a flight as well. So Marianne Dillon says, I don't pay extra for nothing. I don't blame you. All the airlines charge you for everything and the airplanes are the same. Yeah, basically. Um, so I survived a 32-hour trip to India. I can do anything. Wow. I don't know about that. Cruising koozies are in here. Good to see you, cruising koozies.
Hi.
Always good to see you in here. I've taken it, Mike, with no issues.
Okay, good.
Awesome. Okay. Hey, Mike and Lindsay. Hey, 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 hey. And that's good to hear, Mary Ellen Dillon. So
Yes.
that makes me feel a little better now.
Yes.
So
Knowing that y'all have had some positive experiences.
yeah, so our next big one is after February. We drove to Baltimore, which that saved you a ton of money. And that's one reason why we're thinking about moving to Florida. Was a lot of our cruises go out of Florida. So if we live in Florida, every cruise we go on, we could
Out of
probably
Florida.
out of
Would be
Florida,
easy.
we could save quite a bit of money. It could be anywhere from $1,000, $2,000. So that's one reason we will be looking. Don't know if I'll get a job there. Don't know if I'll accept a job there. Don't know if I'll even be offered a job there. But after January, I will be looking at the Port Canaveral area, that area, Orlando, Port Canaveral, more like Port Canaveral, Titusville, that area, Cocoa Beach, and then Tampa, probably Tampa a little bit, because a lot of the distribution centers are in the Tampa area as well, which I know that's the Gulf Coast side, and there's a lot of be some bad weather on that side. But so we're definitely going to be looking that way. Um, so this is right here. Life is good today. Old times dress up vid was good. Okay. Um, so we are looking to flight to and from Fort Lauderdale in April, and it's over a grand for two. Yeah,
It's insane.
yeah. Now, like I said, we're going three of us on Spirit for right at $1,000, and that includes the taxes and everything. And
And the
that's all.
bag.
That's also bags, and that's also the big seat as well. So the next thing we're looking at is next May flying to Seattle, because our Alaska cruise is out of Seattle. So if it goes well with Spirit, and it's also free cancellation with Spirit, we may try to book Spirit for next May. Now I'm probably going to book them in December, so we're going to start looking at flights coming up soon. Um, Flights are crazy. What's going on? That's true, very true. And anytime you can drive,
We do it.
So Will G says, "Who are you looking to get hired with?" I don't know. If the money's right, the job's right, stability's right, and if it's Florida right, I'm your man. And I'm willing to take even a step down in responsibilities if it's a little less money if I have to. But I'm going to shoot for the big one first.
Well, Florida doesn't pay nurses as much, so
Yeah, we did find that out. Michelle won't make as much money in Florida as she does here being a nurse.
Yep.
It's kind of weird, but I think Michelle's just going to have to work more, and I'll have to work less. And I need to do YouTube full time.
I think that these people
It's
do not need
9:01.
to. Oh shoot!
We're stepping in. I think Betsy and Mike are going live tonight, so we're
I don't
stepping
want to
all over
step
them.
on their
Daniel
toes.
Donnelly, how you doing? What does Daniel Donnelly say? Just drive to Seattle, save a few bucks. You know what?
No,
I won't be working during that time period, so could we
no,
take
you
a
crazy
train
nut.
ride out there or something?
Nut. We have a kid.
We want to. Yep, that'd be a great vlog. Going across the whole USA, and I'm not going to be working, so why not? Sometimes it can be cheaper to fly into Orlando a few days earlier, rent a car. I have heard that.
Mhm.
I have heard that.
Yeah.
So, Chris, that's a great tip. Anybody watching this, that is a great tip. And that's why we drive to Raleigh, because Greensboro is really closer to us. But we drive an hour and a half to Raleigh because it's cheaper going out of Raleigh and going to Fort Lauderdale. Even if we have to pay $75 for a taxi to Miami,
It's usually still cheaper.
it's so much cheaper than
And
flying from
I would rather
into
do
Miami.
Yeah, I want a one way.
Yeah, I don't want a lot of switching
Layover.
overs and stuff like that. All right, so you guys have a good one. We're going to go out next Thursday night. As of right now, and it may change, we're going to do our Halloween show. We may even do some Halloween trivia with a chance to win a gift card. And we're also going to probably post the link to come on and say hello, but you have to dress up to do that. Yeah, so that might knock all of you out of it. I don't know. But you guys have a good one. And let's go out, Michelle. What are we going to go out on?
Oh, something fun.
This is dedicated to
One I love.
really. This is dedicated to Betsy and Mike.
Sure, everyone does it, but everyone tries to hide it a little differently. Who is brave enough to dive deep into the bowels of this investigation? There could only be one YouTube channel elementary enough to take this on. Luvy's Fat Life will help you pinpoint who dealt it every time. Windbreakers, silent but deadly, rip-roaring flatulation of the seismic blast, or maybe a shart. Join us as we review the Fart Files.